the shores of Lake Erie. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Brissett going to go to the air right away. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run with McAllister. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run them down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
In motion left is Watkins. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Houston. Jacoby Brissett, 49 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Watson on first down. Right back to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Quez Watkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, That's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right. So
they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he finds Howard complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Brissett. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Brissett on 1st down. This is caught. It's Cooks. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 72 yards. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Again, Watson to keep it. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when he talked about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. In a points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The Browns at 3-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. That they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The York on now for the extra point.
And that one gives him a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action now. Brissett. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Chubb running right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the gun, Watson going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Brissett. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A first down throw for Brissett. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Up the middle they go with McAllister.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
On third down, Brissett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down.
So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance. And if
man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. To throw is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And trouble trying the middle here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
First down, Brissett. And this one is incomplete.
When you've got guys who can flat out run, sometimes all you say in the huddle is go. They ran the fly route, took the shot downfield, just unable to connect.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing, Brissett. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Brissett to throw on first. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy. Into the air once more. It's Brissett.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown.
Nigga, use a bomb.
And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
You a bum, nigga. How you got a losing record with the Browns?
And the lead is now 20.
Losing record with the Browns. Like I said, I told you what you got to do. I told you what you got to do.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
I told you what you got to do.
Out of bounds here, just past the 20-yard line.
I told you what you got to do. I told you what you got to do.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, Brissett. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brissett. throw is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion left is Beckham. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Brissett. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Brissett. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Texans get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Throwing now, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. 2nd down and goal. Watson flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. A little juke. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty.
All you got to do is do it, bro.
They should get out of here with a victory.
All you got to do is do it.
On defense, but they did finish it
Sure
off,
do.
They did make
Sure
the
do.
play to close things out.
Sure.
Take that one and head to the locker room.
Sure do.
And Watson's going to
Sure do. I told you what you got to do. I'm through talking. I told you what you got to do. I'm through talking. Like I said, you know what you got to do. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Like I said, shut your broke ass up. Like I said, you know what you got to do. You know what you got to do.
Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns, it's a win they needed, and for nothing else than their sanity as they move to 4-6. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, they come back to the pack a bit.